Welcome back to episode of 69. Episode 2. Last time we had an introduction to the world where we got introduced to the kind of hierarchy that is white people's, well, silver-haired people, lighter skinned, was it blue or green eyes? One of those two colors are the ones in power. And they use everyone else as goddamn processor units in tanks, which they control from a very long distance via a real RTS type of video game UI with very little information, kinda. So, yeah, let's see how this world's gonna go and come into a better place. In 3, 2, 1, go. And we go back to their first interaction. Where is he? Undertaker. Ba 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 da da ba ba da ba 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 ba. You know, slavery just shows, or oppression just shows, empathy matters. Because if no one has empathy, this will continue forever. Because you don't have empathy, how the fuck would you know how they will feel? How would you fucking know? You can't live in someone else's feelings if you don't have empathy. You don't know how horrible their lives are. You don't have empathy. Ba 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 ba. Also, people are more willing to work if it's by their own choice, even if they're doing the same as work as they're forced to. That's why some people still like fucking reading. After school, they start reading books then they enjoy reading because they're not forced to. Why? Wait, is this Mika's voice? Yeah, okay, so this is telepathy. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Thing is, in these type of situations, you don't get to fucking choose like that. It's die or survive. So might as well use what the other people have left behind. It's better for you to not die than preserve their memories. Human being, at least try sympathy. To be honest, something like this, I guess only would happen if a very young person got into the position of power. So someone older would have probably already got too indoctrinated and too used to the culture to be this open-minded. Like, still has a chance, but way lower than someone who's young and still willing to learn and grow. Ah, well. Okay. So, lost civilization. Hmm. All Metal Gear's pilots. Okay. Okay. Eh, really no budget in the weapon department because you're very expendable. Hey, if she was a very bad person, she would have still commanded you to go to point 200 instead of 300. So is that supposed to be aliens? Or is that supposed to be enemy civilization? Dragon type, okay. So as if no more. I'm gonna guess aliens. Maybe. Super on the fly, good. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Okay, so we have machine guns, rockets, rail cannon type things, or I guess just big cannons, or I guess tank destroyers or whatever destroyer type enemies. Yeah. Okay. Well, they're good. Wait, what? What the fuck was that? Sending for locations. Okay. What the fuck was that noise? Was that like intercepting a transmission from the enemy to the enemy to tell them to leave? I'm gonna guess nobody a handler wouldn't fucking accept orders from you, don't they? Normally they would take command, won't they? Hey, it's better than die. His job. I I just I just realized which bug these are based off of. It's like water skiers or water whatever that slide across water surface tension. Interesting models are good. It's an interesting insect based stuff off. Yes. They're retreating. Okay. Looking at how this operates, they're not enemies of civilizations, or no, not human ones at least. They're aliens, aren't they? The huge ass cloud and all that. If they really truly were humans, they would have probably taken the capital already. Oh, history fucking. Okay. Right. Wiped out 4 years ago. So it's sort of. Okay, so it's no, it's not an alien, but just out of control AI. It's fucking mobile armor. Ah, she's gonna say processors are fucking people. Saluto! Ah, you're gonna get thrown in jail. He's a vampire. Okay. 85. It's the 86 yesterday. Oh. Yep. 86, yep. They became humans without human rights. Did this really all this spring up in 2 years? Wouldn't there be more people that see this as oppression and all that? Seeing that she's saying it's only been about 2 years? How fast did he indoctrinate everyone? It's getting darker. Huh. It's all lies. If they only... What do you mean? What do it look like? Actually, how long would it take to establish slavery? Like, then again, I guess I'm assuming that before this, everyone was living together. Nightly. Also, it's love. After action report. Wait, what? Did you print everything the same? You're wasting so much ink. You know how fucking expensive that is. Pararay. Supposed to be parasitic ray? Okay. Okay, that's it for the episode. They're really building this up kind of a bit slower than like usual, since I mean, usually you would get the information of who you're fighting and how you're fighting it in the first episode, but we first got how they're fighting in the first episode, and then in this whole entire episode pretty much shows who we're fighting. An out of control AI, autonomous, I guess not, just an out of control autonomous army that hunts down humans. So what they're saying is pretty much. No, okay. You just think about how likely is it that's before all this, pretty like 90%, let's just say 90% of the people living in this kingdom or country had silver hair and silver eyes. Hmm. Ba, ba, ba. Hmm, 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 hmm. Oh, longer than you think. Wait, he bit into an orange? Hmm. She can shoot it from here. No. No, it's not. Ah, so it wasn't her accidentally printing everything once at a million times. Hmm. You insulted him. Pissing him off. Or you thinking you're pissing him off? Hmm. That's what they mean. That's just a 1 year. Well, it's not like. What are they gonna do after this? Kill him? Actually, that's a good question. What are they gonna do after they finish their service? Just kill them? Not allowed in capital, it looks like. Or do they just make them work on the grounds instead of on the battlefields? Doesn't quite make sense if they just kill them. Again, even if they are slaves, or pretty much slaves, still fucking useful as goddamn manpower. So I'm gonna guess they're just gonna be forced on in an underground factory or whatever, since I doubt they were allow them to integrate into the normal society that they are in. Because if they are, the fucking capital would have been in uproar already. Since if somebody who has serfdom enters into that society, they're gonna do protests. They're gonna fight for their rights and all that. Fight for they have literally empathy. Unless I guess there's also a chance of doing like memory removal surgery, maybe, and then turning their hair and eyes silver. But that feels like a way too big of an hassle for these type of people who would do something like this. So I'm just gonna guess they're just gonna make them work in an underground factory out of sight with slightly... Yeah, I'm not even gonna say better fucking work condition. I'm even gonna say worse. At least here, they still have kind of free time and access to the sky and outside greenery when they're not in battle. Instead of working in a fucking factory or something like that where you literally boxed into a building and that's your whole life. It's depressing, man. Well, I guess I'm gonna go back to the conversation what I was talking about before the end credits scene interrupted. Like, how exactly did they establish the slavery? Did pretty much so quickly in like 2 years? Really? I'm pretty sure it says 2 years. Let me see. Episode 2. Let's see, audio track, subtitle. No longer considered human. Just did over 2 weeks. Tell true history of 9 years ago. Okay, a bit longer than 2, but still 9 years. That's not even like long enough for a whole generation to like live. And I feel like for a society like this, unless the majority, like 90% of everyone in the country before this was established already had white hair, silver hair and silver eyes, this would not work in 9 years. I see at least 1 generation or 2 going by before this type of oppression and indoctrination goes by. I guess then there's... No, still about like at least a generation, half a generation going by. Since what it looks like with how the technology is going, they probably have longer lifespans than what we have right now, with how their medical technology is and the weapons and all that. So 9 years, I feel like it's definitely not enough for people to forget what kind of society they lived in before this was established. Before, like, the only type of people you see were silver-haired and silver-eyed people. Like fucking hell. It's not something easy to do. One of the only times really work, like slavery right now in this modern age wouldn't work, since we are too globalized for it to work. We're so globalized that there is always a possibility for somebody to sympathize with some other group. Well, so somewhere in the golden age of Dutch trading, or no, it's not. Before that, was during it? God, I'm not that good at history. But during the time of during the time of the big slave trade, at least beginning, it's still where humans were not that globalized yet. Only like a small select few in comparison to the whole population were allowed and were able to see other types of people around the world. So it will be easier to convince other people that, oh, these are just savage monkeys. But while they keep trading slaves, the slave population goes bigger and bigger, and then they see them making a culture for themselves, making their own little groups, and then we start sympathizing again. This here is absolute segregation. So they don't see each other's cultures. They don't experience each other's livelihoods. But I fucking doubt that how the fuck did they have enough silver-haired and silver-eyed people to be like this. The only way I can see it is like one day they took on the government maybe done some genetic evolution pill or thing to put in every single person who was in the kingdom, and that gave them all silver hair and silver eyes in their genes. And the ones who didn't get that were used as processors. That's the only way I can really see how this really established in 9 years. Well, the world, what it seems like, be so sophisticated that they have neural links to one person to the other, having pretty much small metal gears, tanks on legs, and pretty much have a very modern city. With something like that, I can't see something like this. People forcing other people, pressing other people to fight for them happening in 9 years. There has to be at least a generation of segregation for something like this to happen. But, anyways, I guess with that said, that'll be it for the episode of 86. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
And here are the people who decided to sell out their souls. Welcome to hell.